Shalom to Ophir, דיין, student at the Columbia University, head of students supporting Israel.
Good morning, Yoni.
So here in Israel, we of course celebrated in a very festive way Independence Day, the 7th Independence Day of the State of Israel. How was this day marked by you at the campuses?
So we, students supporting Israel at Columbia University, we hosted a great event with Israeli food and Israeli music, face paint, flags, just celebrating the miracle that is called the Jewish state of Israel. Of course, we encountered some resistance. There are several anti-Israeli, anti-Semitic groups gathered outside trying to protest Israel's right to exist. That's hypocritical, because they don't challenge any other state's right to exist. But apparently, water is more resilient than ideology. So when it started to rain, they just went. And that night, we also had a big party for pro-Israel students with all the pro-Israel movements on Columbia University campus and on NYU campus. I think it's going to be very dangerous at some point, and we should stop it now when it's still, taking baby steps. We can see it's very dangerous as it is. I know many pro-Israel and Jewish students do not feel welcome on campus, to be honest. When I first got to Columbia, people told me, listen, this and this professor or this class, just don't take it because they grade you down because you're Israeli. And unfortunately, after a year on campus, I realized that it's true. We have even professors from Columbia coming to our events, student supporting Israel events, and protesting us while they are professors at Columbia University, specifically attacking students at the university. And it's a very dangerous climate, and we should, monitor it and do the best we can to stop it as it is right now.
And so it's not only students versus students. We're talking here about professors and lecturers who are acting against Israel in the campuses. What could be done? Do you inform the authorities? Is there anything that could be done against this?
So unfortunately, no. My organization, Students Supporting Israel, filed a complaint to the university administration about many violations the anti-Israeli groups took against us. And the administration decided not to do anything. We're in the midst of building a campaign to maybe get them to actually enforce the university rules. But I have to be honest, we do feel bullied, and we do feel that our rights do not matter to the university as much as the other people's rights matter to them. I think the climate on campuses, especially the liberal arts campuses, the more left-wing campuses, is way worse in real life. It does not represent how people on the street think. But saying that, it's very important to understand that these people who go to Columbia University or any other Ivy League school are going to be the next senators, congressmen, representatives, other influencers in society. And what now seems to be only on campuses could very easily go and be a part of civilian life, and that's going to be very dangerous for the state of Israel, for pro-Israel students, pro-Israel people, and ultimately Jews.
A few weeks ago, there was, of course, the Apartheid Week, and that was a lot of challenge for you guys out there supporting Israel.
Okay, so we prefer to call it Hebrew Liberation Week. We do, my organization, Students Supporting Israel at Columbia University, we do twice a year, each semester, a week called Hebrew Liberation Week. This is a week that is, our main goal is to demonstrate the relations between the Jewish people and the state of Israel, and basically prove that the question whether or not Israel has a right to exist is an absurd question, and that the answer is, of course, yes, and it has to be in Israel and not in any other place in the world. On the spring semester, it's usually at the same time as Apartheid Week. Apartheid Week is more of like they're just building a wall and standing there glorifying people who throw rocks at Israelis. They glorify convicted terrorists. They say they send mail to the jails, to political prisoners in Israeli jails. That's de facto encouraging terrorism.
So what did you do?
We, of course, called them out for it. It doesn't matter because most of the people on these organizations, not to say all of them, see Hamas as a legitimate movement. They do not see it as a terror group, although the United States, the European Union, and the UN see Hamas as an organization, as a terror organization. But I think this specific apartheid week that we experienced a few weeks ago was the best example of how things are going on the ground, because a group that is not related to either of us decided to place a table within our displays right in the middle and ask a representative from Students Supporting Israel, a representative from Students for Justice in Palestine to come and talk. 7 days of the week, six, we were ready to come and talk, and they were never willing to come and talk to us. It's a part of their policy to not discuss or engage with any Zionist person or entity. And I think it demonstrates how things are on the ground, because we're there sharing our story, willing to talk, and as in real life, they're not willing to talk to us.
Now, with all this activity, you're a student after all. Do you have time to learn?
Well, I try, but you have to set your priorities, and I feel like the state of Israel is more important than my studies right now. So, yeah, I try.
Ophir, Diane, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck with your studies, and of course with the activities. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Yoni.